So guys, good morning. All right, good morning, Ganesan. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Excel Academy, for hosting this free webinar for you guys. Okay, if you guys have any question, you can always type in the chat box. All right, and I will have a Q&A session, like maybe we'll have around 15 minutes Q&A session. So you might want to ask me any question if you want around that time. All right. So can I have like your permission for me to share my screen and start the webinar? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Good morning. I see some very familiar names here. Some of you, I think, have attended some of my classes before, right? Like Afrida, if I'm not mistaken, are from Sabah, right? The name sounds very, very familiar, like some times ago, all right? So, yeah. All right, guys. Let me just Good morning. All right. So I'm going to just close this chat now, and we will continue with our session today. All right. So again, I think I already told you all like 3 times good morning. So what we are here today is we are going to learn a little bit about conversion rate optimization. All right. So basically, I'm going to teach you all a bit of the tips on how to increase your conversion rate for your business. All right. Before that, maybe a quick show of hand. How many of you do have a website? Or just said yes or thumbs up? No, I won't be able to see here, I think, since it's webinar style, right? Okay. You maybe want to just put a thumbs up. I can see all of you. If you have a website. All right. So some of you have a website. Maybe you can type in the chat box if you don't also. How many of you here do have a website? And you are actually nurturing leads through the website. Or even if it's a Facebook business page, how many of you have a Facebook business page? Yes. So a lot. So yes means you have a website or you have a business page. All right. So I assume you have business pages. All right, Abu, very good. You have both. Okay, if you have a website, obviously you'll have a business page. So yes to business page. Yes to both. Yes to business page. Okay. How to open sound? I think you won't be able to talk because this is webinar style. Facebook, Insta, Google. Google, you mean Google My Business, I suppose? Yes. All right. Okay, cool. That's very good because you need to have a page where you kind of like bring in your traffic. You have to like bring in your traffic before we can do the optimization. That is why I asked that. Right. So before I begin, I would like to just for some of you like first time seeing me, you might be wondering who am I. So let me just briefly introduce myself. Right. So my name is Kayatri Krishnasamy, and I'm fondly called as Miss K by my students. So this is a name that I just picked up over the years, you see. So anyway, I have like been in this marketing industry or digital marketing industry for the past, I would say, 13 years now, right? Started as a marketing manager, marketing head of marketing for some corporate clients, corporate companies, and then I learned more about digital marketing. Digital marketing was like something very I would say very exciting that time, you see. So I learned more about that, and then I set up my own social media agency, right? So I'm running social media agency, I'm running campaigns, I'm running lead generation campaigns, I manage their pages and all that for my corporate clients. And apart from that, I'm also doing consultancy works, and I conduct a lot of trainings like this, right? I work with a lot of training providers, and I conduct trainings like this, right? So that is a very brief about me. And these are some of the clients actually who I've worked with, consultancy. I've done training for their team, and I've also, uh, managed their pages, social media handles. I run ads, I run a media buy for them and all that, right? So that is like a really something basic about me, right? So let's go into today's class. So we still have people coming in, all right? So let me just close that. Okay. All right. So what is conversion rate? All right. So first of all, we have to know, we have to have a clear idea about what is conversion rate. Okay. You see, if you have a website or you have a Facebook page or Instagram page or whatever page, you will be working on your content to bring in traffic to your site. All right. So the traffic can come from anywhere, all right, from your fans or friends of fans, anywhere. So the thing here is you will be doing a lot of effort, a lot of effort. You might be running Facebook ads, you might be running Google ads, you might be running, all sort of ads, and you pay to get people to come to your page, right? So now, when this traffic comes to your page, you need to do something with them. You kind of like get them to convert to do something. And that something must have some kind of a value or a desired result for yourself or your organization, all right? So what this traffic needs to do, like basically it has to convert maybe into a sales. You see, conversion doesn't only mean sales. Conversion is a lot of other things. I'll explain about micro conversion. I'll explain about macro conversion in a short while. But just put in your mind that conversion is not only about sales. All right. Conversion could be sales, signups. Let's say you have a website and you want to increase your email database. All right. So, or you want to increase the sign up for certain services, or you want to sign up for certain events. So that is also conversion. So the traffic that comes to your website, in order to know more about the service that you offer, you want them to convert first. All right. So the conversion is you want them to sign up for something, anything. All right. So the sign up also can be a conversion. And then you have subscription. You see, you have maybe you have a magazine, online magazine, or you have anything that you want people to subscribe to your services. Subscription is also a conversion. So here, the idea here is conversion is not only sales. All right. Okay. So far, okay. Yes, in the chat box, if all okay. We still have people coming in. It's a bit noisy, right? All right. Yes. Okay. And then again, if it doesn't convert, that means you keep getting people come to your website or your business page, and end of the month when you're checking your results, when you're checking your data, data tells stories, right? And you see there is no conversion. So that means all these leads, all these traffics that comes in, you're not converting, meaning it's just a total waste, seriously. So who's at the losing end? You're definitely at the losing end if you don't do something about it. All right. Okay, so why conversion is important? CRO is conversion rate optimization. That's the short form for conversion rate optimization. So you might have heard people saying that content is king. Pernah dengar? Have you heard that content is king? Because everybody will be focusing on content. Content is the king. Everyone needs to know about inside out about content and all that, right? But when it comes to conversion, conversion is the queen. So you tell me now, queen powerful or king more powerful? Who is more powerful? You got to play the game of chess to know this. Who is more powerful, king or queen? Yeah, yes, Aruna. It's definitely the queen, right? So the queen is more powerful. So when you have yeah, wow, right? So when you have content, very good content that bringing in all sort of traffic from maybe all around the world, for all you know, but it's not converting, then you are really, really in the losing end, because conversion is what's going to make a difference. Queen, right? Okay, in a nutshell. So how do you kind of like, in a nutshell, what is conversion? So you see traffic coming to your website, and the number of people that's coming to your website, and those who are taking desired action in your website. All right. Actually, conversion rate is a percentage. So how do you calculate that? You see, you have number of visitors completing certain action in your website, and this action is directly related to your organization's goals, all right, or your business goals, all right. So the number of people, the number of visitors coming to your website, for example, I'm just talking about website, it can be your Facebook page as well, all right, or Instagram page, all the social media pages, right? And they have to complete an action. So what is that number divided by total number of visitors that you get to your site, times it by 100, and you get a conversion rate. All right. Okay. So this is your conversion rate. So, so we always count a conversion rate in a percentage. So always make sure this you times it by 100. All right. So why? What is a good conversion rate? You might have this question. See, you have like maybe 10,000 people coming to your website, and you have so many people who actually purchasing your product. You know, taking that action, purchasing your product or making a sales, whatever. So that is the conversion. So based on case studies, a good conversion is anything from 2 to 16%. That is considered a very good conversion, right? So, but on Facebook, when if you guys are doing actively doing Facebook ads, you know, Facebook ads an average of 9.21 conversion rate, which is like really, really good. So, how many of you are actively doing Facebook ads? Yes, no? Yes, very good. So, do you get this kind of conversion rate? Hi, Afrida, I remember you. Do you get this kind of conversion rate? What would be the normal conversion rate, the average conversion rate that you get for your Facebook ads? Anyone? Around 9%. Is it cash? Around 9%. So which is very good actually. Which is very good actually. All right. That means you are doing the right things to get this results, right? So, but if you ask me what is a good conversion rate, I would always say that whatever you did last month, you have to do better than that. So that would be your maybe a KPI that you set for yourself. So if those of you have attended my other classes, you know how we set KPIs for our even our Facebook, uh, Facebook marketing and stuff, right? So yeah, whatever that you do last month, you have to take the best conversion rate. I would yeah, average. Don't take the best, take the average conversion rate, and then set it as a KPI for this month. So this is how we set our KPI for a good conversion rate. All right. So now let me just explain a little bit about micro and macro conversion. See, micro conversion is all the small conversion that happens in your page or your website. Okay. All the small conversion that will actually lead to a bigger conversion. Something like creating an account. Let's say you have a website that you need people to come in and creating an account, right? For example, a website like Lazada and all these e-commerce website, it's a thing that you have to go in, you have to log in for your own uh, account so that you can make all the purchases and you can view the past purchases, you can add in a card and all, right? So in order to do that, you have to create an account. So the first, that is one of the micro conversion. Basically, when people come to your page or come to your website, you want to get them to create an account, or it can also be as simple as watching a video. So your micro conversion is to get people to watch the video. Why this is micro conversion? Because using the video views, you can run multiple ads. So that's another micro conversion. All right. If you want them to subscribe to your newsletter, you collect their emails, or you want to download. So downloading ebooks, downloading um, any templates and all those things, these are also part of micro conversion. You're getting them to take the action, right? That is the desired action. Let's say you have a blog post or you have Facebook posts, and your conversion there, micro conversion there, it will be to get people to maybe comment something, right? To get them to share the blog, so that is also a micro conversion. And then things like liking, sharing, tweeting, um, saving the post, like in Instagram you can save your post and all. So all these things are also considered micro conversion. Okay, so once you have all this micro conversion, you are actually nurturing the lead, the people that comes to your website to take this small action so that it will give you a bigger return. So end of the day, most of the time, I would say, I think most of us here, our end goal will be making the sales. So that once they have done all this, let me just use my wait, yeah, mouse. Okay. So once they have done, you guys can see my mouse, right? Okay. Once they have done all this, they will convert that into sales. All right. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Yes. No. Yes. Give me some interaction. Yes. All right. Cool. All right. Okay. So let me just explain a little bit more. Okay. 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 All right. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, let me give you a little bit of an idea about conversion, right? So let's say this is your website, this is your funnel, this is your sales funnel, right? This is your leads funnel actually, right? It's the sales funnel. So when you have all these activities that you do online to basically to bring in visitors to your site, so they come into this funnel. So for example, let's say you have 1,000 visitors coming to your funnel, right? Coming to your website, not funnel, coming to your website. And from that, this is by you have generated this. And then what happens is from the 1,000 people that actually came to your website, 100,000 qualified as your leads. All right, they actually, these are good leads, right? And then good leads means they fit into your customer's persona, they fit into your model, your ideal customer, and they need the product, you know. So these are the right leads, quality leads, qualified leads, and they are genuinely interested in your product. But then from the 100 people who are genuinely interested in your product, these are the quality leads, but only 10 people actually turned into your buying customer. All right. So what is the percentage of the conversion rate optimization here? From 10,000, then you get, sorry, from 1,000, you get 10 customers. What is the conversion rate here? What is it? Can you quickly do a calculation? How many percentage? 1%. 1%. Yes. So 1%, you see, you have 10,000 people, sorry, 1,000 people coming, and then only 1% is converting. All right. How do you actually increase this? Let's say you have 10 customers now. Let's say the next month you want to increase it to 20 customers. What would you do? There's two things you can do. Anyone here? Do you want to just type? What would you do to increase the 10 people up to 20 buying customers? Give me your idea. I would just like to hear what you think. That's 1%. 1% is correct. So maybe you might tell me, anyone typing? Okay. So maybe you might tell me that promotional. Yes, Azuriati. Afrida got something correct here. So all these are techniques. So let me just go. You guys are like few way advanced here. So relax first. So what you can do is here, right? What you can do here is this visitors, you can increase this visitors to maybe 20,000. Since your conversion rate here is 1%. So if you increase this to 2,000, you will have 200 leads and you will have 20 customers. Betul? We are talking still in the funnel stage. You guys are already going a few stage in front and telling me the techniques, the tips that I'm going to give you. All right. So, okay. Do you understand that? So the idea here is, yeah, terlalu smart lah, what to say. So the idea here is you have 1,000 visitors coming in, and then you can make them into like 100 qualified leads. And finally, that 100 qualified leads becomes like 10 customers. Now, what we can do here is we can increase the visitors to 2,000 people, right? And then you will have like 200 leads and you can get like 20 customers, all right? That is most probably what we will think. But the thing here is that could not be the only answer. There is another way. You see, what we can do here is these visitors, they are not so qualified, right? Once they become leads, these are super qualified leads. So our idea now is not to increase this to 2,000 people, but to get these leads here, because these leads here are the ones who are like qualified and much easier for us to convert them. And conversion rate is to focus on these leads. Once they are there, because these guys really wants your product, we already qualify them. But why are they not buying it? All right. So this is where we are going to focus. We want to focus not to get more visitors to come in. We want to focus on those super qualified leads to convert them into 20. Ada faham? Clear? Clear. All right. Very good. Okay. So what I'm going to do today, right? I'm going to give you like a few tips, a few tips on how you can actually increase this conversion rate. All right. So I'm going to use website as a reference, but I know a lot of you here don't have a website, but you can also duplicate this for your Facebook. All right. So when I talk about website pages and all that, you can think about your Facebook ads. All right. So just 1 minute, yeah, just 1 minute. Let me just plug my this one. Okay, I'm back. All right. Sorry, battery was going down. Okay, are we still having people coming in? All right. So guys, you might want to just take note of all these tips to improve your conversion rate. Okay. So the first tips that it's like super easy, but we are just not focusing on this, you know. So the first thing is you have to capture them with good headline. You see, they are already interested in your product and they're coming there. But when they come there, they don't have a, something impactful to make them to take the action. So what the first thing that people see when they come to the moment they see a Facebook ads, they click, they're interested. So they come to your website or any site that you microsite or mini site that you built maybe within your website or other places. All right. The first thing that they see will be the headline. All right. It has to be captivating and it has to be impactful. All right. So I would ask you two things. I have design A and design B here. Which one would you choose as a good design, captivating and impactful one? A or B? B, 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 B. Very good, B. You can see that, right? If I want to, you see, the thing here is, this is something I took from Canva, right? Start a Canva account now, 30 days free trial, no hidden costs. But that is not a pulling factor. So the thing here is they are talking about your pain point, your pain point. All right. So you have a pain point, right? So actually the answer is B. Partner Radhika, sorry, yeah, the answer is B. And then they are also telling how easy it is to sign up. It takes less than a minute to sign up. And you can design like a pro. I mean, Canva is a tool for non-designers to design like a pro, right? How many of you here are designers? Real designers, not Canva designers. Any Canva designers here? All right. Canva designer, yeah. So I have my designer. So when I was with Liana also, Canva designer. So when I was hiring for a designer, I got a lot of them who came in Canva designers. So yeah. So anyway, back to this story. The first tips is you have to have capturing headline. All right, have a capturing headline. So this kind of headline, it actually gets 20% more sign up. Simple thing, they focus on what your client needs, what they want. They kind of like have that empathy. You want to design like a pro, so that's what I'm going to give you. Design like a pro, get a 30 days free trial, and just takes 1 minute, less than a minute to sign up. So this kind of headline, all right? And if you want to write headlines, but you just don't know how impactful it will be, what you can do is you can go to co-schedule and this thing called headline, I'll just type it here, analyzer, analyzer tool. This is by co-schedule. I just type it here so you guys can copy. So headline analyzer tool by co-schedule. So did I send to everyone or just in the waiting room? Everyone in meeting, sorry. All right, so this one. So this is the headline analyzer tool by co-schedule. So what you guys can do, once you write your headline, you can just check here and it will tell you how impactful your headline is. And will give you some suggestion on how to edit it as well. All right, so that is the first tips that I would give you. The second thing that I want to talk about would be, just a second, on using CTAs strategically. So what is a CTA? CTA stands for call to action. For those who don't know lah, call to action. So you see CTA, when I was doing some trainings, and I will say all this every time. See, when you have posting, when you Facebook post, apa-apa post, all your caption must have a CTA. Does that mean it must have a selling? So we go by this rule about educating people more, adding value more than selling. All right, selling is like 20% of all your marketing effort, and 80% is on providing value. Even the providing value will have your CTA, but CTA does not mean you only sell. Buy my product, purchase now. That is not the only CTA. CTA means any action that you want your audience to take. Just like once you post something on Facebook and you say, like if you agree, that is a CTA. You're asking them to do some action. So why is it important for all your postings, all your captions to have a CTA? You are actually training your target audience to take some action for all your posts that you do. All right. So this is important. You're training their mind, right? And even for landing pages, you need to use CTAs strategically. All right. So you need to know the purpose of your landing page. What you need to, because definitely they are there. People come to the landing page to do something, some action, some objective that they want to achieve, right? So what you want to get from the audience, make sure you know that first. Maybe it's a sign up, checkout, check out some products and purchase and go, or subscription, anything. So have a purpose, and based on the purpose, have a proper CTA strategically in your website. So this can be a website. This is a mobile view of a website, and these places that I mentioned, I'm putting here, these are the strategic place for you to put your call to action. It's not at the top. Top is for headline, grabbing headline. A certain call to action should be here, not at the bottom. All right. But for a longer, I mean, if you guys are familiar with click funnel and get response. So these are actually tools to help to automate your landing pages. They have like email marketing and all these things, a bit expensive. Click funnel especially a bit expensive, but if you follow these channels, right, they give out a lot of information about how and where you have to put your call to action strategically. All right, so these are the places where your eyes will go, and then people will actually take action based on what you wrote there. All right, so make sure, remember that that is on putting your call to action strategically. This actually has very powerful impact on your landing page, because when you kind of like write a lot of things, okay, maybe you have very good headline and then you have like a very good body and all that things, but your call to action looks too weak when it's just at the bottom. You can have at the bottom, but make sure it is in that middle part. All right, okay guys, okay ke? Or you're just taking notes? Okay, all right. Third step, is to create urgency. Someone mentioned just now, was it Cash or someone? Creating urgency. Someone gave me this answer. Yeah, Sanjay mentioned about the B, just now the Canva design was to create urgency. That is actually very important to get your, yes, when you want to get your customers to convert, your traffics, not your customer, your traffic to convert, your leads to convert. All right. The longer the time they take, the faster they can change their mind, the higher the chance they can change their mind, right? I think you guys also remember, you guys also know this, right? The moment a lot of people, especially ladies, they do impulse purchasing. And if your target audience are ladies, all right, if your target audience are ladies, creating urgency is super duper important. All right. Not only ladies, I think everybody is like that. They want to be, uh, it's like it's now. So you create the urgency by limiting the time. You create the urgency by telling them, like for example, you will get 50% off all purchases during the next 48 hours. Creating urgency. So whatever you do, the next 48 hours you're going to purchase and you'll get 50% uh, you know uh, off, discount. So rather than saying like 50% off, buy now. So just when you add like in the next 24 hours, in the next 48 hours, and then you will see this, the what you call the conversion goes really up. This is what most of our marketplace websites do. If you see clearly, right? So most of the marketplace website does this. Lazada and Amazon, especially Amazon, all these people. So create an urgency. This can not only on your website, when you're doing certain promotional ads on Facebook, Instagram, all the social media, you might want to try this as well. Create the urgency. Creating urgency creates the conversion as well. All right. And not only about creating the urgency, you might also want to tell about the limited quantity that you have, because this actually will create a sense of scarcity. Means people have this, people kind of like take a faster decision out of FOMO. FOMO tu tahu apa? Fear of missing out, fear of losing out. Okay, if you all never heard lah, fear of missing out. So that's FOMO. People like, if you have like very less quantity on that, and then you kind of like tell them, I only have one left. So they kind of like have the urgency, not only the urgency, the sense of scarcity. Oh, it's going to finish, I need to buy it now, that kind of a thing. And works all the time. All right. But I'm not saying that you have like 10,000 and you simply create, uh, just to get that sales in. So be genuine also lah. All right. Just because you want to make use of other people's FOMO, you don't want to create the same thing, because people can read. Okay, people can read based on your action on your social media, on your website, on your online this one. So when you have like for example, just yesterday, 2 days back, I've trained cosmetic company. So what they was telling me, so they have this program where they do every month a campaign. They sell a very good fast moving product that is like around 200 to 300 ringgit to only 150 or 160 ringgit for the next 160 buyers. It's limited only for 160 buyers, but that is based on the campaign, right? So that is fine, because the next round they will do that thing. So based on the campaign, they're creating the sense of scarcity, the sense of limited, because of the limited quantity, they want the people to take action. And just within 2 weeks, yes, like 11 sales. So just like in 2 weeks, when they started the promo, they kind of like got all that, all the 160 has taken up. So which is a good thing, right? So if I don't do that, if they don't do that, then they might just wait forever for that sales to happen, right? So limited quantity, that would be my tips. Number 4, just take down these tips, right? Optimize for mobile. Guys, just check your Facebook, just check your website, if you have a website, whether it's optimized for mobile or not. And if it's not optimized for mobile, you have no, what I call the no excuse at all, because even the easiest way of building a website, even a Wix website or a WordPress website, it's all mobile compatible, right? And you must know that 90%, I would think that it's more than 90%. I would say that it's 99.9% of people who visit any websites, any this one are from mobile phone. You agree or not? Even when I do my Facebook training, right, I will try to get my students to log on to their Facebook through the laptops. But half of them just don't know how to do it because they forgot their password, because always so used to their phone, right? So the thing here is phone, mobiles are like our twins. We are always with them. You see? So people, whatever it is, they want to search for any information, whatever it is, they use mobile. And if your website is not mobile optimized, then you are losing big time. This is a conversion rate for online shopper by device on in 2016. You see, in 2015 quarter four, there is okay, the traditional way is still there, but if you see the smartphone and the tablet, it kind of like increased in 2016, like really long time ago. Just imagine what will it be now. All right, if you just make sure your website is totally mobile compatible, and it's super easy. It's really super easy, you know. Even you are doing it on your own, it's really easy. All right, because it's already like built in WordPress and all. Okay, so make sure to do that. You are going to miss out if you don't optimize. All right. The other thing is, I think someone also mentioned about it, talking about referrals, right? This is actually a very good way of creating your increasing your customer CRO, all right? Because if you see people, you kind of like build trust and promote sales through these testimonies and referrals. How many of you, right, when you go to Lazada, for example, you want to purchase something, and then you will definitely go and check on the reviews, right? You will definitely go and check on the reviews. If you see like very good reviews, and then you will make your decision to purchase. But do you know the people who actually wrote the review or not? Do you really know them? Half of the time, I don't even know who wrote the review. But what? Guess what? I trust them because they say it's good, then I'm going to trust them and I'm going to buy. So this is what's happening. People, 92% of people will trust a recommendation from a peer. That means someone that I know, a peer. But there are also, and this number is very, very much increasing. This is increasing so much. 70% of people will trust a recommendation from someone they don't even know. And this is how a lot of websites are actually making use of this conversion, making use of this testimonial to increase their conversion. So if you have testimonies, make use of the testimonies. If you have a good referral program, or you do have to like create a referral program so that your clients, your buying customer will be your advocate and start promoting it to other people, increasing customer, increasing your CRO. All right. Like for example, right, this is something I got from Lazada. So once I read this kind of what you call it, this kind of reviews, I'm going to like, I'm going to buy like that. All right. So, and I don't even know who is that. Even worse, they don't even have a name there. It's just a Lazada customer, right? But this is what's happening. Okay. So the next tip. So far, so good, guys. Yes. Hope you are writing down something here. All right. Cool, Alexander. All right. So the seventh one on that is good. To use complementary colors. All right. So colors promote emotion and action. All right. Colors. If you're a business owner and you have a brand, so you need to have a style guide for your brand. All right. The style guide is something like how people will have general look and feel of your product, of your service, of your representation online. And one of the important thing on style guide is the colors that you use. Most of the time, people will be focusing on the logo color, their corporate color, and try to make it one of their, use that as their brand color as well. But there's also other things. When you are designing a website, you need to encourage people to stay on your website and landing page longer. And color will actually help. So now I have this two, okay, I have this two images, right? That's green one and there's a red one. Which one do you think actually gave the better result? Some say green, some say red, some say red. Red. Why red? Can anyone say why red? You know what? Red, exactly. Red is urgent. You create urgency. Red is fierce, fast. So that is the thing. The color influence them. The color does influence them. All right. So when it is red, green is more of peace, calm, and all that. I'm not so there. But red is like, do it now, do it here, danger, kind of a thing. It's like very much of a stronger color compared to green. All right. So use complementary color on your website. Don't be a rainbow. Don't be a kanakana, tadika, and all that. Use all the colors, but use nice complementary colors. All right. And then this one is something like really, really super duper important. Okay. I can take like a whole day talk about identifying your target audience, but just that we don't really have the time today. It's just like an hour of free webinar. But if you guys, if anyone here attended my classes, right, you will know that all my principles, I have this very important principle that I say for your social media marketing or your website marketing or whatever digital marketing that you are involving in, there is that is this principle that it works all across. The principle that I call the 3PIP, that is Paling Important Principle, which is the first is the profile, second is the people, and finally is the posting. Posting is your content. The profile, based on whichever platform that you are in, you need to optimize the profile. The second thing that I will be talking about the people. People means your target audience. Who are your target persona? All right. If when I ask you who's your target persona, if you're telling me anyone from 30 years old to 50 years old who likes to buy certain things, blah, 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 that is actually a very vague way of defining your target persona. You have to go even deeper, even detail about knowing your target persona. All right. So, for example, right, if I'm going to sell um, something like this baju to anyone, right? So my target audience would be anyone from 20 years old to 60 years old, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to target them just based on that, because my marketing message is so much related to the target persona. If I'm going to sell to a 20-year-old, I'm going to write my marketing message such a way that I say, this is like a funky, cool dress where you can go out and look really stylish. That is for a 20 years old. For a 40 years old, I might say things like, very comfortable, you look sophisticated when you wear this, and blah, blah, blah. For a 60 years old, I say it's easy to maintain, very comfortable, you don't even have to hand wash, just chuck it in your washing machine, stuff like that. All right. So even it's the same product, by understanding my audience, I'm creating different marketing message for them. All right. So this is what you need to do. You need to identify clearly your target audience. All right. Understanding your target audience is what going to drive your marketing effort. You can have the best designer in the world, you can have the best content writer in the world, but when your message is not reaching to the right people, how are they going to take the action? All right. You might have all this target audience coming to your page, but you are going to convert them into leads. So these leads are your target audience. And how are you going to convert this target audience into a buying customer? Is by really knowing them and why they should buy. There's another thing, I just want to see. Let me see. I'm supposed to finish by now. So anyway, let me just continue a little bit, right? So there's another thing that I want to see. Just want to explain to you guys. When you're creating a marketing message, most of the time what we will do, we will put our product. Let's say this is my product. This product is the center of my universe. So everyone has to find their need, why they need to buy this product. So I'll be thinking that way. So why they need to buy this product? This product is, it's like the main character in my film, right? So when it comes to audience centric marketing, we will be doing the other way. We will have our audience as the main character in our marketing. And we will be looking at their lifestyle, their preference, what they like, what's the goal, what's the challenges, what's the pain point, what's their roles, what's the objection, all these things. You'll be thinking about all that and see how this is going to fit into their life and how this is going to help them to achieve certain goals that they want. So that is how you're going to redefine your target audience. Am I making myself clear here? Do I make sense? Do you understand that? Yes. All right, cool. All right, so fantastic. So what I would want you guys, you might want to just screenshot this first. And this is some activity that I normally do in my classes. So you create a target persona based on this things here. All right. So bias persona is basically a reflection of your current client. All right. So you kind of like create a bias persona, and based on the bias persona, you will be creating all these marketing messages. All right. And by knowing them, you can create different landing page for them. Like for example, for my college clients, right? When we do open days, so we will run ads for open days. We have parents, we have children, and we have other people, so mostly I will only target on parents and children, right? So the children is like from 18 years 19 years old above, 19 plus, and parents is around 30s, more than 30s, 45 and above. So what I will do, I have like two different landing page for them to convert their things. So in this landing page, it will be more, even the ads will be suited to that. So it will be more of a why this college is going to be very good for your child, for a better future, for a better job opportunity, for blah, blah, blah. And for the children, I'm not going to write why better future and all that things. I'm going to write about the experience that they're going to get in the college, right? Have like a very nice college, experience, what kind of activities that you can do. Children's, they like to have all this cool stuff and all, right? So I will explain more about that kind of unique value proposition that the colleges has, and divert them to that landing page. So it is okay to have separate landing pages, totally dependent on your budget and your idea, right? But the idea here is identify your target audience and you'll get better conversion rate. Okay. And then quality content. Of course, I think I've spoken a little bit about this also. The content need to be quality, really, really good content, quality content. And when I talk about content marketing, right, a lot of people think that content marketing is about talking about my products, the promotions, everything. But it's not exactly that. It's actually content marketing is about educating your people, giving them valuable information so that they can take a an informed decision. All right. So don't have a content that looks like a sales promotion flyer. I see this a lot. So if you are doing that, please stop. Have quality content, give them information, give them value so that they will be there. You see, if you say this, right, if I'm not sure if you guys understand about content pillars. All right, so content pillars are actually how a structured way of creating content for your social media pages or your website as well, so your blogs, anything. All right, so basically what your brands care about, what is the essence of your brand, plus what your audience need. The subset is your content pillar. All right, so most of the time we will create at least around 5 to 7 content pillars, and based on the content pillars we will create content, and this will be the quality content. And the content is based on what? Our target audience. We cannot simply create content that we want. We have to create content what the target audience wants. All right, so when you have quality content, you will have people coming back. All right, increases your conversion rate. All right, educate. Yeah, what I mentioned, educate them. All right, so this is where the art of storytelling also comes in. You kind of like need to really nurture this rather than being very direct and selling like a robot. Humanize yourself, get into the idea of telling stories. All right, and finally, test. Anything that you do, you have to test. Do a split test, do a A/B test. If when you have like a few headlines, for example, you want to know which is performing best, we cannot be shocked sendiri and say, oh, this is like super nice, this is going to perform, without comparing to another one. All right, so always test. this is not the only headline, you can create another one, right? This is not the only image, you can create another one. Run both, test which is actually giving your best results. Capture the data, analyze the report. I'm not sure how many of you are doing this, but for all the actions that you do on digital marketing, digital media, digital platforms, you have to capture the data end of the month. At least we do it every month on monthly basis, right? And then the data is just numbers. You need to read the data. You need to see what kind of metrics that you want to monitor. You don't have to monitor everything. All right, you can select a few more metrics to monitor and check about that. All right, and of course, from the data, you will have a lot of key takeaways. You will have a lot of key takeaways, and you can always improvise on that. Evaluate and improvise. This is like a whole journey, it's like a non-stop work. Okay, so it's not like one time you post it out there and let you guys do the job. Optimization, even on Facebook ads, optimization happens every 3 days once. All right, but if it's not working, change the caption. If it's not working, change the image. If it's not working still, change the target audience. Something is wrong there. So we have to do all this optimization. The key point here is you have to test, you have to measure, tweak, test again, measure again, tweak again. So this is the whole idea. All right. Okay, guys. So I think I've come to the end of my presentation. I really hope you guys got some because it's just like a 1 hour webinar, right? So I tried to squeeze in as much as possible so that you guys get some idea. All right. So yeah, if you have any question, you can always ask now. You can always ask now. You're most welcome. Oh, thank you, Cash. Most welcome, Elena. Elena, right? Elena. Yes, Elena G. All right. So if you guys have any question, you can ask me. And yeah, I'm very, very active on LinkedIn. So you guys can follow me on LinkedIn. Shamelessly promoting myself now. So you guys can follow me on LinkedIn. Thank you, Fatin. Fatin macam pernah dengar je nama. Thank you, thank you. Very good question. Okay, nanti ya, I go up first. A lot of question ready. I have a very good question. How do we know which Facebook ad is working and bringing in results? Aruna, when you're running Facebook ads, right, you have to check the results very, very frequently, right? So let me just share, if I can just share, as I stop share this, right? Just a second. Yes, Excel Academy offers this. Let me just share with you. Okay, we have some time later. Okay, so this is your Facebook, right? So when you do your ads, what's this? Okay, I assume all of you are using Facebook Ads Manager to do your ads, right? So when you do your ads here, what happens here is you will have this Ads Manager. It's loading so slowly. Yes, Sophia, that's a good idea. Online marketing for B2B. I love B2B because that that's a lot of companies that are doing that. All right. So let's see. All right. So at this page, this is actually the page where you can kind of like see all your uh, all the ads that you have done. So this is my personal one, right? So that's why I can show. So no problem. Taking a little bit longer. This is to answer to Aruna. All right. For example, right, Aruna. Okay. So let me just take this one as an example. Okay, so I did ads for this growth ads. That means like ads for this client, it's a very small client. So what happens here is I had like 655 likes and per like I spend like around 25 cents. All right. So your question was, how do you know your ads is working or not, right? So when you are doing ads, you don't do only one ads. Like for example, let me see if I have anything here like few ads. Okay, if you see here, I have ads image 1, ads image 2, ads image 3, ads image 4. All these are for one campaign. All right, under the one campaign, might have multiple ad set, and under the multiple ad set, I will have multiple ads because I want to know which is actually performing. So what I can know, right? I want to see which ads is actually giving me the lowest cost per results. All right, so this is not performing now. I already closed this. So let me just. Okay, so for example, this two, I have ads one, ads two, right? So this ads two, this is under the same ad set. Ads two actually giving me 19 leads. That means people actually click on the lead form and gave me all their details. And the same thing only gave me 3 leads. So I know that this is not performing. So what I will do, I will stop this ads. I will stop this ads. I will change the caption. I will change the image, and then I will run this again. So this is actually how we check whether our ads are performing or not. It's all about checking back. What can go wrong? All right. So obviously you will know from this ads that you do, which is actually giving you lead. Leads means you already have the number, right? Oh, most welcome, most welcome. So any more question, guys? Any question, guys? So super clear. So in order to get more audience, you should do. Oh, do not boost. If you're boosting, stop straight away. Okay, why I'm saying do not boost? Boost is not a bad thing actually, but experience wise, I would say this: when we boost a post and the same post you promote in Facebook Ads Manager, two things. One, you have like more objective in Facebook Ads Manager, and these objectives are very much built to achieve the goals compared to boosting. Boosting will just give you even the cost per results for boosting is so much higher when compared to what if you run on Facebook ads. I would suggest, I would advise, lead use Facebook ads instead of boosting. Even though it's just a engagement, right? You just want to get more engagement on a certain post, right? So you can always do post engagement ads on Facebook. You can create any thing. There's actually a lot, I've created on Wix. That's actually like a free platform. And then even WordPress also, you can create free ones. uh, google google has a lot of tools. You can create that, right? You can just create a free landing page, but the only problem is landing page is, no, even it's a free website, you won't have like the control of it. That's the thing. If anything were to happen, and just the content might just go missing. I've had that experience once, so that's why. All right. Any more question, guys? Afrida, do I know you? I know you, right? Okay, how do you know the lead comes from Facebook? Okay, like this. When you're running an ads, right? So we have like a total of 11 different objective of ads on Facebook. So when we are running web conversion ads, this is basically what we are telling Facebook is I'm running ads. So you are going to drive my client, whoever clicks on this Facebook ads, to my website. So I will have a unique link. We call that the UTM link, UTM tag link, attached to each of these ads. All right. So that will actually help us to monitor which ads came from our Facebook. So this is what we call the UTM link. And of course, you have to have a pixel installed in your website already. Okay. Did I answer that? No problem. My pleasure. Um, I just remembered one. You can also try lead pages. For Aruna, right? You asked about free landing pages. You can try lead pages. You can try Wix. Is there anything else? There could be a lot, you know. There could be a lot. Wix, other um, lead pages. Lead pages I've tried. I've okay. This is Mailchimp is actually where you can kind of like create a landing page. You can create a landing page and you can make the landing page in your website, in your Facebook as well. The landing page is in your web. If you have, yes, landing pages is important because you want to bring, you see, once you have a landing page, the landing page has a purpose. What you want to do with the landing page, right? So if let's say I'm doing a lot of Google ads or Facebook ads and I want to bring them based on those ads, I want them to come here and purchase my product. And when they come to the page, it's not the landing page that is coming, it's coming to the home page. So that's like kind of like defeating the purpose, because the moment they click, they go there and they see the home page. I'm here to purchase something, but where am I supposed to go, right? So that is why the landing page is important. Straight the landing page, sometimes we just create based on the campaign, right? And it's quite easy to create landing pages. You create landing page based on the campaign, and after the campaign is done, you can leave it or you can deactivate it also. Okay, total budget, right? I would say this is actually, I'm going to give you a very, very unpopular answer. This is totally dependent on your budget, actually. So what in the industry, what happens is, total from the revenue, I think around 10 to 15% are set. I mean, for my case, my clients, this is how they pay me. So from based on around 10 to 15 percentage of revenue, it's parked for marketing. All right, let's just take 10%. So those days I got like around 3%. Now I get around 6% of the marketing budget. So from the marketing budget, let's say I have 1,000 ringgit, 1,000 ringgit marketing budget for Facebook ads, for social media ads. So from that 1,000 ringgit, 300 ringgit I'll go use for my growth ads. That means to increasing number of likes of my page. And the balance 700 ringgit I will use for all these other ads, retargeting ads, engagement ads. If I have a campaign ads. So I will manage with that. All right. So yeah, but you can always play around. I wouldn't say this is like there is a must like that. So the percentage will be like 30% will be on or 20%, 20 to 30% on growth, and the 80 to 70 or 70 to 80% on other engagement or other campaign based, other brand awareness or sales kind related boosting. Not really. Not really. When you want it, Facebook has like specific objective, right? If you want to increase your page likes, yeah, you will have like a one or two people liking your page based on the other campaigns that you do, the other ads that you do. But Facebook has specifically like ads that goes the only what you call that, it is totally optimized to getting in more people to like your page. So if your objective is to increase the number of people liking your page, then I would suggest you to do a Facebook like ads, right? And on like ads is just liking. You cannot ask them to come and purchase my stuff, sign up for my newsletter. Just strictly, if it's like ads, is to increase the number of likes. Yes, Xiao Jia Wun, definitely. Google Ads can be expensive. Google Ads can be expensive. SEO is something that you will really need to work on it. Even if your page is built on a WordPress platform, WordPress has a built-in SEO optimization plugin. We call that the Yoast, I think. Yoast plugin. I think I've been, yeah, Yoast. I use this Yoast plugin. So yes, you need to do SEO. SEO, in-page SEO, keyword, all this are part of SEO. Must do. Google Ads, if you've been doing Google Ads, you know that it can get very expensive, right? We will start with 1,000 ringgit. By end of the month, you already spend like 3,000 ringgit. So that is Google Ads quite expensive. And we are bidding for the keywords also, see? So the keywords will be like, will be expensive also, depending on how competitive are the keywords. What are the key elements to do a like ads? Nothing much, nothing much. You need to know your target audience, definitely, and then create a nice design image and then a caption. So that will do. And it has to be totally related to your business, right? And in your caption, you can just simply, don't have to be like too complicated and say do other stuff. The call to action is like my page, and do like my page, and you'll get some tips from certain whatever expertise you have, right? So just simple as that. Do means we still, yes, SEO is important. Yes, it's important. If you have a website, learn SEO. Do it. If you have a website, you have to. You will learn how to look for a keyword. You know how to use Google Keyword Planner to look for the keyword. You have like high competition keyword, low competition keyword, long tail, short tailed keyword, and different ways to look for the keyword. And you have like in-page optimization. You have this TXT file that you have to run. That's a lot of things on SEO. And yeah, I would say that is a extremely good knowledge to have. And if you have a website, it is important for SEO. Not paragraph, not paragraph, not too long. The caption should be short, you know. Yeah, Facebook allows around, I wouldn't go more than 255 characters until the see more thing appears. Just make sure the see more doesn't appear, because it's just like S. There's nothing much you want to put there. If you have a lot of value proposition, you can put maybe 2 to 3 in the image itself. Do you have any webinar on Facebook ads? None for the moment. We don't have any. You might look into it. Yeah, I think Liana is listening to all this. All right. So we might have in the future, because if I mean, there's something that we've been doing every now and then as well. So yeah, depending on this the demand, yeah, definitely we can do. Okay, happy Deepavali. What is the person? Okay. Okay. Where are you asking? Is it for Facebook? Are you asking for Facebook website? Okay. So organic growth for the website. So basically, what is it that you want to measure? What is it that you want to measure for your, what growth you want to measure on your website? Traffic? Is it traffic? Yes. So organic is a little bit hard now. Okay. So if we have like 2 to 3% increase in organic, I would say it's like, or less than 10% is already like really good organic traffic. You see, it's totally dependent on what kind of SEO and what kind of Google marketing, SEM, search engine marketing that you do, right? So it's quite hard for me to actually gauge a good organic growth, because even on Facebook, it's organic growth have been like reduced. And yeah, but again, Arif, let's say you have like really good content on your website. All right, when you have like blogs, you have live chat, you have all this interactive media on your website, it has some chance of increasing your organic growth. I'm not saying it's hard, but it will be a little bit lower due to all the competitions that you have. Yeah. Any question? Any question, guys? Hi, Diana. Okay.
Any question today? Okay.
Lena, you want to say something?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, thank you everyone for joining this session. Thank you, Miss K, for the great session.
Sorry, Liana. I just don't know whether they already completed with the questions or not because they don't
Oh,
have
okay.
answer. Guys, okay, is it all okay with the all okay? Jawablah sikit. Yes, no, all okay, all right. Okay, all okay, good. Okay, cool, cool. Now, okay, Liana, please proceed. Sorry to interrupt you.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
bye.
Thank you everyone for joining, and thank you Miss K for the great sessions. Excel Academy provide a few digital marketing courses, either in-house training or certification program from Digital Marketing Institute UK. So if you have any inquiry about digital marketing courses, can contact me, Liana, as stated, my phone number and also office number. Thank you everyone. Stay safe.
Happy Diwali. Thank you, guys. Thank you for spending like 1 hour plus with me. Take care. Happy Deepavali to all. Stay safe. Cannot balik kampung. So bye bye. Take care. Take care. Bye.